Hey everybody, Ryan's back with part 12 of Let's Play Final Fantasy VII, brought to you by MuchGames.ca. So in the last part, we were the Shinra building, kind of broke in a bit, found out where Nikki's to, aka Iris. If you're wondering, yes, Nikki is named after one of my close friends. Unfortunately, well, I say close, but unfortunately I don't see her as much these days, but that's okay, as long as you keep in touch. Of course, we got Zero Lightning as Barrett, Colette as Tifa Lockhart. Oh, by the way, Barrett's last name was Wallace. And, of course, myself as the main character, Cloud. So, apparently, this guy here is Professor Hojo, who is a complete fucking asshole, who likes to do experiments. Also, every video from now on will actually, I'm not sure if I did it in the last part because it's been a few days since I recorded this. But every video from here on out, if I didn't do it in the last part, is going to be a new aspect ratio, 1280 by 720, which means widescreen HD. Yeah. Cool. There's some kind of beast. L.O. Looks like he wants Nikki for supper. Or dinner. You know, some people call it dinner, some people call it supper. Depending on where you live. And stuff like that. But it's basically the same. Anyway. Anyway, that's true. Yes, Nikki is a human being. Last time we checked. Look at up here. Yep. Classic Zero Lightning here. If you can't open the door, why don't you just shoot at it? I like how Nikki got her back to that beast, and the beast is just not moving, he's just like kind of in a ferocious stance. My precious specimens. Yeah. So, it seems like this beast had no intention of hurting Nikki. Basically, he was waiting to be released so he could attack Hojo. Maul him, actually. Uh-oh. The elevator. Yeah, the elevator's moving. Yeah, it is moving. It's very strong. I'll help you out. It can talk? I'll talk as much as you want later, miss. Man, he's polite. Nice. Alright, someone's gonna have to take Nikki. Let's see. Yeah, Colette, you take Nikki. I'm going to keep Zero. Red 13. Actually, Red 13's real name is not Red 13. But we'll find that out later. But I'm gonna name this character after Sephiroth 1204. Hopefully it doesn't remind me using his name here, but I can't fit in Sephiroth 1204. So I'm gonna put in Dovey. Plus I don't want to call him Sephiroth 1204 when there's another character in the game named Sephiroth. Plus it can't fit anyway. So we'll just call him Dovey. And he's a very useful character. He comes with some good material actually starting off, so I'll get into that in just a few seconds. He comes with fire, and fire has all material. So now we have an extra all material, which means we can use fire on all the enemies here. Yeah, just mainly if you want to, you can take out the little guys in the front, but I'm actually not really going to worry about them as much. I'm going to focus on the main boss, and I know we're in poison status on all the characters. There is an item that can fix that, that being an antidote, but I'm not going to worry too much about that at this particular time, because this boss now, I think he only has 1,000 HP roughly, so I'm not too worried if I'm not taking damage. Plus I still have potions, secure material on Zero. He comes with the sense material, which is really cool. Yeah, he does have 1,000, and basically he's halved it already, so... Cure... Yeah, I'm gonna use Cure now. but I don't think you can steal anything from him. And I don't know that much. Yeah, all these guys basically do is the rolling attack. Oh! You just gave Zeo, he's limit break. Just trying to think here. Yeah, we'll go with Big Shot. 147. Bolt. I would like to see Dobie's limit break. It is a cool. It's a pretty nice limit break. He actually has some really nice limit breaks. There is some limit breaks on certain characters that are not the best. I will admit that the next one after Barrett's Big Shot, which is Zeo, is in level 1, is not the best. Mind Blow, I think is what it's called. Yes, Mind Blow. And base 7 HP. Come on, really? That didn't take him out? Now it did. Yeah, but Mind Blow from Zeo, it's basically Big Shot, but instead of damaging the character, it basically takes MP from the character. And that can be useful, taking MP from a character, but in the end, I kind of had to do physical damage to them. So I got a tough choice here now, because I do want to keep Dobie in the party for a bit. So now I got a choice: do I want to take Nikki, Zeo, or Colette with me? Because the other two are going to have to be, you know, put on hold for a bit. The good thing about this game is that people that you're not using will level up when they're not with you. Unfortunately, the material does not level up if they have material equipped, and unfortunately, they don't learn any new limit breaks while they running your party. I think. Oh, she got Fury status. Okay. Which means she takes more damage, but her limit break gauge kind of goes up a bit. I think I've already got my mind set. Yeah, I'm already taking Nikki with me. I think I'm gonna have to put Zeo back in for a second. Because I'm gonna have to take the material off him. And I'm probably gonna check Colette while I'm at it. Because I don't know if she has any material. But there's a... Oh, she had a limit break. I could have freaking used that in the boss battle, but... Oh well. Not to worry. Not to worry. Now then I didn't need to take all that material off, but... Oh yeah, in the last video we also picked up the poison material. The poison material is basically bio attack. Bio 2, eventually Bio 3. It can be effective. Some enemies are weak to Bio, some are completely immune to Bio. There's one particular boss, much later in the game, that is completely immune to Bio. So, you know, you can have that equipped, but if you use it, it's just not going to work. So some enemies are like that. They are immune to things, and others are completely weak to things. And then some don't have weaknesses at all, but they're not hard. So more on that later. There is some particular enemies that we will have to fight, but I think I'm gonna save. I'm not stopping the video. Yeah. Corral area, I think I've already explained this. And Midgard area, basically, yeah, I had a fucked up save file, so, and really I shouldn't have saved over that without knowing that the video was going to come out right, but, you know what, that's okay. Now, we did get a new material, and that new material is the enemy skill material, which I clearly do believe that is on Dobie. what the enemy skill material is, in layman's terms, and it's not hard to explain it actually, is you actually can learn from certain enemies in the game, and I will be completing it multiple times for multiple characters. I want all 3 characters by the time I'm finishing this game to have every enemy skill on them, like the 3 main party members. And there's 24 of them, which means sometimes I'm gonna have to backtrack off camera and do it off camera while I'm level grinding, especially if it's only one that I got. But what enemy skill is, think of some previous Final Fantasy games that had white magic, or the blue magic, or anything like that. Oh yeah, blue magic. Basically that's what it is. You can, some enemies you have to use certain items on, and certain techniques on it to get them to use it, because they won't normally use it. Other times they will use it as a final move. Sometimes they'll use it all the time, kind of thing. But basically certain enemies, and there's 24 of them. Well, not 24, but there's 24 enemy skills. There's multiple enemies that have the same enemy skill. Basically you learn enemy skills. You can learn an enemy's attack, and then you can use that attack. So I'm not gonna try, I am going to. Sometimes it might take a while, and I might have to backtrack. I might even make a complete episode of me getting up my enemy skills later in the future. You get all those enemy skills, 3 of them, because you can get, I think, up to 4 enemy skill materials in this game, at least, and I'm gonna try to do that, and make sure that each character that I'm using in the last, as my main party made in the game, well, not even the main party, are gonna have enemy skills, all 24, and yes, there's 24 of them. And I do know what enemies have what enemy skills. I'm not gonna worry about them for a while, but I do know which ones have them. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Basically, that's what the enemy skills basically all about. So you're President Shinra, and you're gonna tell us about the Shinra, which is basically the ancients. And apparently, Nikki is a sole survivor. The Promised Land, eh? This is the land of milk and honey? Well, that'd be cool. Fertile land. Ah, so this fertile land is Mecca. Ah, okay, so that's how you make your money. Neo Midgar, so you're basically going to build a new Midgar once you find the Promised Land. Okay. Interesting. Oh, that's it for our reading today. Rude. Judging by the uniform, Rude is obviously a member of the Turks. Look at just eat and pushing frequency. And this line from President Shinra is kind of, it's weird but funny. It makes sense. It's like, who's he talking to? If there's anything else, talk to my secretary. It's like, who are you talking to? Are you talking to the person who's playing the game? You know, trying to be funny? Apparently, you know, that's what they say. But go up to the door and basically you pick her up. The main thing to do is you don't even have to worry about talking to Zio or Gobi at this point. Your main thing is to talk to Nikki, aka Ares. So apparently Ares has her own cell. Dovey and Zio have their own, well, are in the same room. And apparently they got Cloud herself sharing a room with Colette. So that's okay, so she's okay. Well, of course, yeah, bodyguard. Neither does Nikki know that Colette is in the room right now and puts this out. One date. Ah. Yes, Nikki, you still owe me a date. For being your bodyguard. Brilliant. What are you, Vicky Guerrero? Excuse me? Okay, what's your question? Shoot. What? Yeah, does it really exist? That's what I'm wondering too, actually. All I know is they speak. Okay, so both the planets speak of the planet, and they return to the planet. Okay. The land of supreme happiness. Okay. Yeah. Apparently, more words. Okay. So I guess we'll figure that out a bit later. Speak with the planet. Huh. You can speak with the planet? That's some crazy fucked up shit. Speaking with the planet. Yes. Yep. Okay, so the only time you heard it was in the church in the slums where we found you. Well, the second time. Remember, the first time we met Nikki was after the first mission of the game, when we bought a flower from her. Although, it is funny when you first meet second time you meet her in the church, and you can actually say, oh, you're the flower, or the slum drunk. I remember one time I picked when I played the game, first played the game, I picked the slum drunk, and I can't remember why it was, but it was funny. But she still ends up joining your party, either way, but it's I found it kind of funny to pick the slum drunk. You were a slum drunk, weren't you? Nah, really, she was a flower though. What the? Why is our door opened? And Colette's asleep. Actually, everybody's asleep. When did it open? And who opened it? Is more the question. He's dead, Jim. That is said, he's dead. Looks like the... Okay, wake up. Look outside. Okay, the funny thing is, wakes up Colette, what's wrong? Look outside. She doesn't even, you know, for a second think about, wait a minute, outside? What do you mean outside? We're locked in a cell. Why is the door open? Doesn't even contemplate that at the time. It's just like, what the fuck? But anyway, now here's the thing. Zio contemplates it. How did you get in? Why is the door open? See, he contemplates it. He's wondering why. But Colette doesn't even wonder why. It's just like, okay, I'm gonna go check. You know, I say check outside to her. She still doesn't like say, what the hell? Now, at this point, Dovey's going to go off ahead. Zio's going to clean up the mess. So, at this point, you do not have a choice. You have to take Nikki and Colette. Or if you're not changing names, Iris and Tifa. Now, in the US version, it's called Iris, which is Nikki. I think that was if I'm wrong, I think it was a translation issue. But in the Japanese version, her name is Iris. So, anyway, I won't talk about that right now. I'll talk about that in the next part because I am basically be stopping the video right after this. I'm going to get to the save point. I think it's long enough now, almost 20 minutes in. So, I'm going to stop the video here. Once again, my name is Ryan. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more of this. I'm Much Gods here, and I shall see you in the next one. See you then.